Hi everyone! If you love drawing or painting at home but struggle with getting that initial sketch right, this video is for you. We're setting up the Pico Genie L300 projector, which is a new low-cost projector ideal for artists. Now, normally artists would have to invest in expensive DLP projectors to project such small focused images, but the L300 LCD system delivers that same sharp native 1080p focus, even at this size, at half the price. This is what you need for tracing fine details. This is the best LCD projector seen for artists, as it's the only one to focus at small canvas sizes instead of TV size 50-inch. I can see this also being great for watching TV or YouTube, and ideal for businesses or for presentations and even camping. I'll show you exactly how to use this to trace your digital art onto any canvas or paper, step by step, no fancy setup required. The best part for this home setup is the built-in tripod stand. You don't need a special mount, just find a spot and angle it. You'll see that it's got full 360 movement for angling the position. The built-in mount also has a 1/4-inch thread mount. It has a position to be able to screw it to the wall as well, and additionally a further mount here. Inside the box you'll find a remote control, the instruction manual, and a choice of plug: UK plug, EU plug, or a North American plug. Let's plug it in. So we're going to turn the projector on using the on button. So the first thing that you'll need to do is to make sure that you have got Wi-Fi on your tablet, laptop or phone that you're going to be projecting the image from, and also that you've set that up on your projector. So we're going to look at the menu system. So it will automatically open up to Android 12. So we're going to look at some of the important settings on here as an artist. So from our Android 12 screen, we click OK on settings, and then we take it across to projection. So there's 4 areas that we have turned off. So we suggest that you turn off autofocus on setup, autofocus upon displacement, and auto keystone upon startup, and auto keystone upon displacement. So they're just turned on and off using the OK key. I'm going to take you onto the digital zoom menu, pressing OK, and show you the scaling settings. So this is important to move to the different size of canvases that you're using. As you can see, as we move down to 50%, we still have everything in focus. If we look at the size here, our width is 28.5 centimeters, which is 11.22 inches, and our height is 17 centimeters, which is 6.69 inches. I'm going to move our settings back up to 100% here, and I'm going to press OK, and I'm going to go back on the home button. I'm going to use settings again, because one of the things you can find is when you're projecting that perhaps your image has come across as a trapezoid, and we will need to use some settings to support the sizing and the angle. So we'll go down into keystone correction, and we'll keep moving to manual keystone. This is important, and press OK. We'll get an image here, and we'll have the 4 corners, the vertex, and we'll see that there's a colour in here. If we've got an off angle on this side, we'd use the right arrow, OK, to move across here, and then the up and down arrow, you'll see how that alters. And you'll move your up and down arrow to get to the perfect shape. You press OK, OK, and it takes you round to each corner and then back to the home screen. And from there, we're going to take ourselves to screen mirroring. So we'll screen mirror on here. You can see we can use Apple or Android. We're using Android today because I'm using a Samsung Fold 3. And I'm going to click on Smart View. I can see the projector. And in a moment they will connect to each other. And I'm going to go to Gallery. I'm going to look at some images that I've got. I'm going to move my canvas across and position how I want to. Or I might have a different image and I can use 2 fingers on my screen to zoom in and out and to get that perfect position where I want it on the screen, and then to be able to fill in with my background. And I'm able to start to draw. So now we're going to start drawing. The quality of the projection allows me to get very fine details from my tracing. With using the projector from overhead, we don't have the difficulties with shadows when we're drawing, so the image is clear throughout my drawing and tracing time. So one of the effective things to do whilst you're working is to just simply cover the lens, and then you can look at your work in progress and then continue drawing. So it's just as easy using the projector on its own stand. Again, working, following the tracing lines. And this might be of preference for those people who don't want to work off a separate tripod holding the projector. And again, we can show you work in progress. And when you're not tracing, you can use the projector for a little bit of inspiration. It's bright enough to throw a huge reference image on your wall to look at while you work. So that's the Pico Genie L300. It's a super easy to use tool for any artist at home or professionally. The built-in stand, keystone and zoom mean you really can set it up anywhere and get a perfect image for tracing. This LCD is a fantastic affordable option for many creative tasks, but if you're an artist looking for the next step up and even more portability and convenience, you might want to consider a portable DLP projector. Why? So 4 quick reasons. First, batteries. Most LCDs like this one need to be plugged in, whereas DLPs can be battery powered, giving you true wireless freedom. Second, focus distance, positioning, throw and offset. With this L300, you need to be at least 94 centimetres, that's 37 inches, away, and the L700 is 1.5 metres, 59 inches that you must be away from your canvas just to get a focused image, meaning you will need a strong and tall tripod. Many portable DLPs can stay in focus even when they're much closer, making them far more flexible for smaller studios or home use. DLP projectors are easier to position because they project off-center. This means you can set them flat on a table rather than needing a tripod. Contrast. DLPs generally offer deeper blacks and sharper lines, which can make tracing fine details much easier. And finally, size. DLPs are much smaller and lighter for tripods. Here is a comparison of the same DLP versus LCD in size. So while a portable DLP is a great upgrade for those who need maximum portability and a setup for tight spaces, for most artists this L300 is the perfect balance of features and price. This projector is the perfect affordable tool with 1080p sharpness and the ability to easily position with the stand or tripod while zooming in for really small scale images. And it can be used for so many other things as well, like TV or presentations for work. Amazing really for this price, considering its small size and its performance. I hope you have enjoyed using this projector as much as I have.